We just wanted to share some thoughts with you today. And 2 years ago, Colleen was asked to give a presentation. And she said, "What should I talk about, Dad?" And I said, "Oh, I've got a really exciting thing for you to talk about. People would love to hear about data synchronization and inaccurate data. Why don't you talk about that?" And?
That was an exciting subject for some. And then we discussed if it might be more exciting to talk about how can we really use data synchronization to help our business grow. So we structured the conversation around growing our business and eliminating any disruptions that would be caused without synchronized and accurate data. And that really led us into this new initiative that's now called New Ways of Working Together. And the exciting part of this initiative is that it really is rooted in basic concepts that have been worked on in the industry for years and allows us to put a common framework around growing our business and doing it more efficiently.
And it was funny. We wondered how the things we've been doing had really been affecting the people who do business and use these tools. And we learned a lot. And it became a whole new initiative that kind of surrounds synchronization and data accuracy. But it's far more than that.
We started talking about our strategic initiatives as an organization and our priorities. And we got in front of our entire merchandising group and talked about these initiatives and asked, given that this is what we're trying to accomplish, what is it in your day that's interrupting you? What's getting in your way from accomplishing these goals? What takes you off strategy? And we got back quite a bit of feedback that we were surprised about. And we realized that we had a lot more work to do around the foundation of basic principles of whether it's accurate data, it begins there, but then sharing data, sharing common information that people can have access to on a regular basis and understand in the same way, interpret in the same way.
We found that every company was interested in growing their business. Most of us weren't that concerned if we had a few disruptions. And by what Colleen did was find out that these two were very much connected, and that if we eliminated disruptions, then people had the time and the energy, and we could provide the tools to help grow our business and our suppliers' business.
Everybody in the industry we're finding are working on similar initiatives. Everyone's trying to grow the business. And what this initiative allows us to do is spend more time upfront planning around how our priorities can align with our strategic business partners. Where are the areas of common ground that we have, that we can work on together? What are the meaningful few things that will make a difference to our business? We agree on that up front, and then we just agree on common goals and common measures going forward. And then our people throughout each organization can really make that come to life in a better way.
Colleen, how many definitions of on-time delivery did we have internally at Wegmans?
More than you would ever expect. We couldn't agree on that through the various departments that we had at Wegmans. We all had our own definitions. It wasn't just internal at Wegmans, we also had different definitions than our suppliers had. So just by agreeing on common terms and what that means has made a big difference for us.
Now this gets complicated for the industry because there are a lot of companies that have to agree. And that's where standards come in. We need standards to have common definitions so we can understand what we're each talking about. You can say, why do we need to do that? Well, we have many different suppliers. If our suppliers don't have the same definition, we can't understand what they're talking about. And suppliers service many retailers, so if every retailer has a different definition, there'll be no common communication there.
Standards is important for this whole subject. It begins with finding common priorities, agreeing on common goals and common measures, and then making sure that that's shared broadly, internally within an organization and then externally with our suppliers.
We're sharing our supply chain with our suppliers and internally. So as a result, we're able to function differently. We don't have to run every communication through the buyer or through the salesperson. We can use the rest of our organizations. Our accounting departments can talk to each other, our distribution departments can talk to each other, our marketing people can talk to each other. It's a different environment. We talked about it before. We talked about the value of a diamond organization versus a butterfly, but we didn't support it with shared information so that we could make this a reality. And that's really what I think New Ways of Working Together is all about.
It really allows us to deep-root these principles throughout our entire organization.
One of the fun things that we found is that this same thinking is going on around the world. I mean, Metro's using it, Ahol's using it, Carrefour's using it, and certainly Procter & Gamble and Kraft and many others are international suppliers.
We're on a journey. We've been on this journey for a long time, and through the use of technology, through the use of a common framework around new ways of working together, we're able to communicate at a whole new level within our company and with our suppliers. So we're really excited about this initiative.
It's nice to have a new generation in the business.